Is the adsorption which will get increases with increase in the area per unit mass of adsorbent at a given temperature and pressure. If area that is available on the surface of the adsorbent it is more at a given temperature and pressure, then adsorption it will become more. So it is important one. So as I told you that adsorption is a exothermic reaction. Why it is exothermic reaction? What is a delta S? What is a delta G during the thermodynamic process? Thermodynamic adsorption. That means what? What is enthalpy of change in enthalpy? What is change in entropy? And what is a change in Gibbs energy? So look at the first point that during the adsorption, residual force decreases. So as I told you that on the surface of the adsorbent, there is no any balanced force, there is an imbalanced force, or there is a residual force. When the adsorption that is taking place, residual force it is goes on decreases. So that means what? The balancing force it is goes on increases. So that heat it is liberated during the adsorption. So as we know that a chemical reaction which takes place or a chemical process it takes place with the liberation of heat, then it is called as what? Exothermic. For that delta H that is equal to what? Negative. Next, change in entropy. Entropy means what? It is a measure of randomness of the particles inside the molecule. It is called as what? Entropy. So during the adsorption, when the adsorbate molecules, when it accumulates on the surface of the adsorbent, what will happen? The randomness it is goes on or decreases. That means what? The degree of randomness or disorder, that is movement of molecules it is goes on decreases means what? Delta S it is negative. This delta S it will become negative and this delta H become what is that? Negative. Next, adsorption is a spontaneous process. Because of adsorption is a spontaneous process, then delta G that is equal to what is that? Negative. Delta G it is also negative. Delta H it is negative. Delta G it is negative. And even delta S it is also negative. Then according to Gibbs free energy equation, we know that delta G that is equal to delta H minus T into delta S. Next, as the adsorption process progress that is taking place, delta H becomes less and it will become negative, and slowly delta H become equal to delta T into delta S, which leads to the zero value of delta G according to Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. At this equilibrium stage it is attained. From the all the above values, we may conclude that adsorption accumulated by or accompanied by decrease in the free energy, decrease in enthalpy and decrease in entropy also. Come to the next concept, that types of adsorption. The bond or the force that is existing between adsorbates and adsorbents during the adsorption. The adsorption it is further classified into two types. The first one is physical adsorption and the next one is chemical adsorption. So physical adsorption it is also called as physisorption, and chemical adsorption it is also called as what? Chemisorption. So this is the classification based on the force existing between the gas, that means what? Adsorbate molecules and the solid adsorbent. If you consider there is a adsorption of gaseous adsorbates and the solid adsorbent, we may have two different types of adsorption. The first one is physical adsorption, second one is chemical adsorption. What is a physical adsorption or physisorption means? The adsorption process in which gas molecules are held together by, or gas molecules are held to the solid adsorbent surface by a weak van der Waals force of attraction, is called as what? A physical adsorption. Once again I will tell you, adsorption process in which gas molecules are held to the solid's adsorbate surface by what is that weak van der Waals force of attraction. For example, adsorption of carbon dioxide or chlorine or ammonia gases on the charcoal. Next one is chemical adsorption or chemisorption. Adsorption process in which gas molecules or the atoms are held together by chemical bond. It is called as what a chemical adsorption. So as we know that the molecular species should accumulate on the surface of the adsorbent. So the force or the bond between the adsorbate and adsorbent molecules is covalent bond in case of this chemical adsorption. For example, if you consider adsorption of H2 gas on the platinum metal surface, if you consider platinum metal surface as an adsorbent, there is a adsorption of hydrogen gas. So my dears, it is very important concept for the point of your examination that differences between physical and chemical adsorption or the differences between physisorption and chemisorption. Okay, let us go with one. Here we have 8 differences. Let us see one by one. Physical adsorption, the force operating in this adsorption is weak van der Waals force of attraction. And in case of this chemical adsorption, the force operating in this adsorption is chemical adsorption. Don't forget this. Next one, heat of adsorption is very small. That is about 20 to 40 kilojoules per mole during the physical adsorption. That is delta H. And during the chemical adsorption, heat of adsorption is very high. It is about 80 to 240 kilojoules per mole. Next, physical adsorption, it is a reversible. Chemical adsorption, it is irreversible. So that means what? Physical adsorption, both adsorption and desorption that is taking place. But in chemical adsorption, it is not possible. So for that we are telling that physical adsorption, it is a reversible, but chemical adsorption, it is irreversible. Next, physical adsorption, it is not very specific in nature. It is not a specific in nature. But chemical adsorption, it is highly specific in nature. It is highly specific. And physical adsorption, which can able to form multi-molecular layers. That means what? It can able to form different layers. But chemical adsorption, it can form only monomolecular layers. That means what? Only one layer it is there. And physical adsorption, it is not needed any activation energy. That means what? The amount of energy that is required for the adsorbate molecules to accumulate on the surface of the adsorbent. It is what? Activation energy here. For the physical adsorption, there is no any need of activation energy. But for the chemical adsorption, there is a need of activation energy. Next, physical adsorption occurs at a low temperature and decreases with increase in temperature. So adsorption, it will get a decreases and with increase in temperature. So that means what? Physical adsorption, it is inversely proportional to temperature. Chemical adsorption, which occurs at high temperature, it increases with increase in temperature. So that means what? Chemical adsorption, it is directly proportional to temperature. So that means as the temperature increases, chemical adsorption, it goes on increases. Next, physical adsorption, it is for example, easily liquefiable gases are readily adsorbed. Easily liquefiable gases, the gases